Hello, you're watching Jake's RC Adventures. This is only my second video and we are gonna come out of the gate swinging. I want to talk to you about weight today, and specifically we are talking about micro or mini rock crawling RCs. And we will be mostly talking about the SCX24, although the principles that we talk about in this video will still be applicable whether you're running an FCX or a Hobby Plus or an Element Enduro or an RGT, any of that stuff. These principles will still apply. I'm here today in my cave, in my backdoor crawl haven with my boys. That is Benjamin. Benjamin and Isaac are here to play and to eat some lunchy lunch, and they always have a fantastic time in the cave, whether playing in the cave or in the waterfall and pond. They're always having a blast. I've been followed down here, obviously by Dax the dog, but also my cat. She likes to tag along here. If you hear her, she's doing quite a bit of whining. She does that a lot when she follows us to the cave. I'm not sure why, but she likes to come down here and just meow until we come back to the house. She's an outdoor cat. I don't even know. Skids, what are you doing, girl? Just the bling. That is a whole topic in and of itself. If you go onto any of these social media platforms, you see people showing out how much flex they have, asking how much flex to get, and showing off their full aluminum anodized RC. And before I go any further, I want to say that that's okay. Look, if you want to get any toy, we're talking about toys here, if you want to get any toy and use it for whatever reason you want, more power to you. If you want to get an SCX24, there's a guy right now trying to go for 1,000 grams of weight without body or battery. More power to him. It's not gonna perform, it's gonna run like crap, but if it makes him happy, go for it. At the end of the day, that's what this is about. The problem is, I see so many people, why I'm doing this video, I see so many people building these bling rigs. They get really excited, they spend all kinds of money, they bling it out, it crawls like crap, they put it on a shelf for 6 months, for a year, they don't properly store the battery, they try to charge again, the battery bloats, they make the famous "this battery charger sucks" post, and then they disappear altogether because they want to sell their rig on Facebook Marketplace for 400 bucks and they ended up selling it to a buddy for 75. I want to avoid that. So if you want to build a bling machine and you are a modeler, or that's your thing, more power to you, that's completely okay. I just want the people who are new and getting into this to not be potentially misled. I don't want people who want performance to think that the downgrades that they're spending money on are actually upgrades. So let's talk about how this works. When you are crawling and spinning, and when you're crawling and you're spinning tires, you're not getting traction, it is natural to think that in order to get traction, you need more weight on that tire. That is correct. The problem is simply adding weight to your crawler is not going to add weight to the tire that's spinning. In fact, if you improperly add weight or add too much weight and you become top heavy, your rig is going to lean, and the tire that needs traction the least is going to be the one that gets traction, and the tire that needs traction the most is going to have weight off of it and is going to spin even more, even though these are locked up, but the one spinning in the ground is not going to be doing anything, okay? So to get the weight on the tire that you need to have weight in the right place. So the message of this video is think about getting only as much weight as is needed to get the right center of gravity and balance, and not an ounce more. Because every ounce that you add to your RC is pulling against you when you're trying to crawl. I want to give you an example. This is my oldest SCX24 from just after these actually were even released. In fact, when I got this, they were hard to find in stock because they were instantly so popular that you couldn't even really find them. This is my most affordable rig. It has very little done to it. It has the most miles on it. It's not my best performing rig, but it's the one I use the most, and I want to keep it close to stock so that when I get new people interested in the hobby and they have a new rig, or when I meet people who are into the hobby and have a stock or mostly stock rig, we can crawl at a similar level from the very get-go. So what are we talking about with weight here? Well, we've got some heavy wheels. The wheels are obviously a very low point on your rig, no matter what you are running, and it's unsprung weight. I don't actually like having heavy wheels. These are a little bit heavier than I would like. I would like to hang my weight inside the wheel well without having that weight rotate, because I don't want to put the extra strain on my motor. The more weight that you are rotating, when you need punch to bump up an obstacle, your motor has to defeat the rotational mass of your rig before it even starts putting power to the ground. But they do look good, they're affordable. These are DJ Crawler from Amazon, they're 20 bucks. They're the best wheels I've ever gotten, the best production wheels I've ever gotten, better than all of the other brands of normal production wheels. So a little bit of weight down low certainly helps. Don't go overboard on your wheels. The biggest thing that helps on this rig is this right here and this right here. This is an LCG kit from Bauhaus RC. I don't know that this is the one I would recommend for you. I'm about to review one from Tinker Time. Their low rig, Tinker Time RC, their low rig. It's more affordable, it has more shock mounting positions, and I think it might be the better option, but this is the one I've got in here. Now I have added a Fury Tech piggyback ESC, that helps a lot, but it doesn't actually help the performance so much. It more helps the smoothness and the driving experience. Of course, I've got an Emax. That's not really what we're talking about here today. But with these simple mods, stock motor guys, and even before I put this ESC on here, with just this low CG battery tray, a servo, and tires, the difference from stock is huge. Now that might be helpful if you have a bone stock SCX, but what if you're watching this video from the opposite end of the spectrum? You already have the bling machine and you've already gotten bored of it because it's not doing what you think it should be doing. All right, you're in luck. Look, you have upgrades already. Start taking some of your bling off in certain areas, in higher areas. Some of that anodized aluminum that's not necessary. Start putting the stock stuff back on. Just do one little thing at a time. Monitor your performance and see what helps and what doesn't help. This can help to reignite your passion for the hobby. And at the end of the day, really what I would encourage you to do is find other people, find new places. Instead of buying a new part, find a new place. So guys, stock SCX, a low CG kit like from Tinker Time RC, I'm putting it on the screen right now. Potentially some better wheels, tires are huge. An Emax Servo for the SCX 24 is a big deal. I'll put a link up to one, or I'll put one up on the screen right now. You have to be careful with this, because when you see the $10 ones or the ones that are like 4 for $40 or 4 for $25, those are knockoffs, they're not good. You need to buy an actual Emax. I would avoid the Endura servo that's like an Emax because half of the gears are plastic, they can strip. If you're looking for a budget servo, get a genuine Emax. You can get a genuine Emax with a servo tray and with the servo horn, I think for like 25 bucks from Endura. Another huge thing that is often overlooked is what's inside your tires. These are RC four-wheel drive boggers. These are the old ones that are X3 compound. They're not good tires. I do not recommend them. However, they are vented, they are cut, and I have Crawler Innovations soft foams on the inside of them. For about $5, you can get foams for the inside of all of your tires, and you can make even crappy tires into decent tires or even good tires. Now you'll see, I told you how much I've run this. I used to run this every single day. You will see if you look really closely, you can actually see the wear on my tires, they have miles on them. So this rig has been run. So again, just to recap, SCX24 on a budget, Emax Servo, some beadlock wheels. I do recommend DJ Crawler for how well they go together, how easy they are to use, for how good they look, how affordable they are. It's 20 bucks. Get yourself some tires. I'm gonna put a recommendation on the screen right now when I can think about it. Some soft foams inside. If you've got more money, spring for Flub Rc 3D printed inserts. They're fantastic. A low CG kit like the Tinker Time RC kit, it's like another 20 bucks. And just with those things, you're good to go. After that, the next step, believe it or not, a lightweight body. And with these simple mods, with no high clearance stuff, with no crazy fancy stuff, with all this plastic, you'll run circles around your friends. Now, when it comes to a unlimited class rig, you really want to get some performance, like you really do, like say for this unlimited line across the side of this rock here, I can help you do that on a budget as well. I think that I can help you make a rig that will go head to head with some rigs that are much more expensive and fancy. I will be sharing that in a future video. Thank you for watching. Let me know what you think in the comments section below. I'm not sponsored by anybody. I've been doing this for a long time and I want to help people, but if you have been extremely offended by this video, please write me a paragraph in the comment section below and let me know what a worthless human being I am. I really get off on that. I'm kidding.